Hey guys, welcome to the community call. So we are going to wait a couple minutes more, waiting for Aave and 1inch to join us. Hey Mark. Let's wait for the 1inch. They should be coming. During we are waiting, let me give everyone a brief about today's agenda. So today's community call will be take about 30 minutes to give everyone the update about Furucombo and also our partners like Aave and 1inch for this call. And the first one will be the first topic that we are talking about is the latest core features that which is going to release on Furucombo in next month. And the second topic, we are going to talk about Super Aggregator in DeFi. And in this section, we invite the Aave and also the 1inch join us to share their thoughts about what's the relationship between the money protocol and the aggregator. And the third topic will be what's new on Aave and 1inch. And then yeah, Aave and 1inch, they both have some pretty exciting news in recent weeks. So we invite them to share with everyone, and also in a very short time, everyone can use those new features through Furucombo, or you can use it on their website. And that part will be as anything. So any question is welcome. You can ask Furucombo team, you can ask Aave, you can ask 1inch. Yep. Let's wait for 2 more minutes, then we will start. Yeah, Mark's background is pretty
Richard,
cool.
I'm sending you the background in DM on Twitter. Got you on Twitter. So you can have
Sounds
it as
good.
well.
I appreciate that. And also, I can't stand the silence. So, am I gonna be able to kind of like make one of those personal loans, that whole credit delegation through and I'm calling it Furucombo. So correct me if I'm saying it wrong, but is that gonna be an option? Or am I anticipating? Am I going too ahead of myself?
So basically, that's available as of today on the V2 of the Aave protocol, because we have native credit delegation, but we didn't build the UI for it yet. So you will have to use our documentation and basically create a credit delegation vault. So if that's technically possible to do it today, the answer is yes. Is it easy and accessible to everyone that doesn't know how to code? The answer is not yet.
Got it. Okay. And I saw Uniswap did something called like Sybil, where you're able to see, the delegations and who you're delegating. Is there a chance, or is there kind of plans of Aave, using that service also?
So basically, Sibo was built by Uniswap team directly, to the best of my knowledge,
Right.
and it's directly linked to, because Uniswap used the voting system by Compound. They have like this kind of composability between Compound and Uniswap in terms of voting, so they can have everything inside the same platform, and that platform is Sibo. But Aave has his own way to do governance, and we have things that doesn't exist in the Compound or Uniswap system, like the proposal power delegation, or the voting power the delegation, and all of that is aggregated. So we will have our own UI for delegation, and as we are in the community call, we can announce that it will be accessible to everyone very soon. And when I say very soon, it's around today or tomorrow.
All
Wow.
right. That sounds excellent. Yeah. So let me continue asking to see if I get all my Christmas wishes.
But
Yeah,
let's
and I'm
focus on
sorry, guys. I don't want
Furucombo.
to take over. I don't want you to think I'll let's make sure not to invite Richard to any community call because he's gonna take the community call for him. But let me get all my questions if I can. This cooling down period while you're staking on Aave, I'm not a fan of it. To the point where if I have X amount of Aave and I have to wait 9 days, I don't know. Is there any plans? Is that obviously I'm okay with it now, but it's just like, I'm a strong believer, especially when it pertains to crypto. Like, you have always control of your funds, at least to the point where you're depositing and you're withdrawing. Like, there should be no barrier. And it shouldn't be something that, again, extends to 9 days, dependent on any type of emergencies or anything that presents itself. So, yeah, what answer do you have to that?
So, and let it be the last answer, because there will be a time at the end of the event for question and answer for the project.
Okay.
And this is a Furucombo call, so let's focus on Furucombo. So just to
Yeah,
give
sure. I'll try to
a very
remember
short,
everything I asked, but I'll try to remember that question.
yeah, let's answer that at the end of the community call.
Yeah. That's cool. So I'm gonna unmute my. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. And I'm also gonna shut the camera. I'm not a model, so I don't like looking at my own face or anything like that. Forward to this. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, and
Yeah.
for transparency, I do community advocacy for Pull Together. So if you guys are familiar with Pull Together, have any questions or anything like that, enter synergies, anything, I'm definitely here.
Yep. Thank you, Richard, and also thank you, Mark, for warming everything up. So let's start our community call. So as usual, everyone introduce yourself if you want. Okay, my name is Shenting. I'm the CEO of Furucombo. I take care of the business development and also the product strategy. That's all. Next.
Okay, my turn. Hi everyone, my name is Jevon, and I'm the Furucombo's PM. And the responsibility is to turn the feature on and the sketch on the Furucombo. Yeah. And next.
Hi, I'm Blake. I'm the server in Furucombo. Really nice to meet you here. That's it.
Anyone else who want to introduce yourself? Like Mark. Everyone knows you, but
Yeah, so my name is Mark Ziller, and as you can hear it, I'm French. I started in Ethereum in 2015 with the French community, Ethereum France, and I'm super glad to have joined Aave in 2019 as the integration lead. And basically my job is to make third-party developer life easier when they want to build cool things on top of Aave.
cool. We see a couple of new faces here. Richard, do you want to introduce yourself? Even though I have known you before, but first time seeing you in a community call. Welcome.
For sure. Yeah, it's like 6 o'clock, so this is a morning, Richard. So
Wow, where do you based? Like East Coast?
Yeah. No, I mean, how can I tell you who is more like Richard? I'm a person, you know, I try to connect people, one person with another. I try to play a role, you know, as much as I can and just help, you know, to onboard new user, to explain things to people, and just to continue to see the space grow, you know, for like all players, for everyone involved. That's it. That's me.
Cool. Welcome to the community call.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we have some new faces like Earl, Elvin, Spawn G, TW. Do you guys want to introduce yourself? No? Okay. Let us start our the first section would be a second topic. Latest cool updates on Furucombo. So here we are going to share with you guys about what will be you can expect from Furucombo in next month, and also what we have done in the past months, because we hold our community call like once per month. So yeah, this is a great chance to let everyone know more about Furucombo. Jivan, can you start with? Can we start with you? Start from you.
Okay. Thanks, Sanjin. And there are a few things we have been working on for quite a while. And the first one, as you may have heard from our last community calls, we have completed our development of the synthetic signature and the compound borrow features. And these two big releases are currently under the audit. And we will get the audit report in the next week. We will make users safe to use them as soon as possible. Okay. And the second one, we are currently developing a feature that the user can allow to set up their gas price and slippage. And the gas price, we know user can set up in the MetaMask, but we hope the user can set up in the Furucombo before they click the send button. And the slippage currently it default is 3% each cube, but in the future, user can set up yourself. And both of these belong to the transaction setting feature. Okay. And the next one, we are also working on the feature that we allow the user to set up the cube's input as the previous cube's output. And it's not the simply copy and paste. And this allows the cubes to be linked. It means the user don't need to add the token amount each cube after they click the refresh price. And we think this is a huge improvement to the user experience. Okay. And finally, we will distribute the uni token to the 57 users and they ever use the Furucombo to interact with the Uniswap. And they will be able to claim the uni token in the next week on the Furucombo interface. Okay, there are the 4 coming up features. And do you have any question?
Yeah, I think these features that we build. Sorry,
thank you
Mark,
for the uni. I'm thankful because I'm probably part of this address. So thank you for the uni.
Okay. It's a Christmas gift. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Christmas gift.
Okay.
I think the features that we built in Q4, it sounds not so interesting, or it's not something, sounds super sexy, but it's a super useful feature that can really help our users to increase their successful rate of sending their transactions. No matter you are using Flexion to do arbitrage, or you want to manage your positions, or on any kinds of trading. By these features, by these updates, that will be like helping you a lot. Yeah. So we can wait to finish all the work and then ship it to our end users. I'm not going to use anything about mobile. Jevin, do you want to reply to Richard's question? Like using Furucombo on mobile?
Can use the Furucombo on mobile. It's okay because the Furucombo has the wallet connect. So you can use, if you use the like iPhone, you can use in the Safari browser and to click the wallet connect, and it will to have a pop-up, and you can have like the Trust Wallet, Rainbow, and other mobile app, mobile wallets, and you can come back to your Safari browser and you can use the Furucombo. Yeah.
And of course, you can use MetaMask or like Coinbase Wallet or other wallets that has a DeFi browser on your phone to visit Furucombo.app. So yeah, we do design our DeFi for the mobile version. Yeah.
Yep. And also, you don't specifically need to have an iPhone. So I have an Android, and with Argent, you cannot see it, but whatever. With Argent, you also have like the wallet connect integration. So I did some Uniswap swaps thanks to Furucombo directly with the Argent wallet. So the answer is, can we use Furucombo on mobile? Yes, and it's been a while.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
So besides the update about the products, we have other updates. Blake, can you share it with the community?
Okay, currently we have an ongoing campaign in our Discord. So I'm going to brief you about some details about it. So I will cover what it is and how to participate in the campaign, and also how many people have joined the campaign. So the campaign name is called Combo Hacking, and it's running in our Discord channel named Combo Hacking. And it's very easy to join, and the purpose of this campaign is to create an environment for our members to share and discuss their strategy, because everyone knows that Furucombo is very easy for users to create your own strategies, no matter you want to add liquidity, to do multiple swap, or you want to use gas token to save the gas fees. So we know that there are many possibilities and combinations you can make on Furucombo, and we hope that our users can enjoy the discussions with each one and to share the ideas. So that's the reason we launched this combo hacking campaign. And it's pretty easy to join. You just need to provide 4 informations. And the first is to say hello to admin, because we need to know like you are applying for these grants. And the second is that you have to provide your transaction hash. And the third is that you have to describe the strategy behind the transaction. And the fourth and the last one is that you have to attach the screenshots of your combo. So once you provide all these 4 informations in our combo hacking channel, everyone in the community can vote for you. So as long as you collect like 10 upvotes, you can get a shot to win a secret surprise. It's a grant, and currently it's still a secret. And so currently only 2 people have already submitted and passed the combo hacking. And so they have already received the secret message to tell them what the grant is. So if you want to know what that would be, you can just join this campaign. That's it. Welcome. And it's still an ongoing campaign, and we haven't set a deadline for it. So welcome for anyone to join. It's quite easy. The success rate is like 100%. That's it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see people start to share their trading strategies in the Discord, and then discussing their strategies with others. Yeah, even like Banana, they provide he promote his trading strategy. We call it combo hacking strategy on his Twitter, and also trying to persuade people to vote for him. I feel like we are really voting in the real life, but just we are not voting for the government, for the president. It's voting for someone's trading strategy. I think this is pretty cool. Yeah, so everyone feel free to join the combo hacking. Any kinds of combo or any kinds of trading strategy is welcome. We don't like set any limited to it. Yep. Cool. And we saw some questions. So during the community call, we might just move on first. So if we have time, we will reply the questions in the AMA, or someone from Furucombo team will reply a question in the chat. Okay. And Zoe, please help to collect those questions that didn't be responded. Okay, so let's move into the third part, will be the super aggregator. So recently we wrote an article about talking about super aggregator. And if you haven't read it or you don't know what is a super aggregator, definitely go to Furucombo's Medium or blog to check it out. It's a masterpiece, and then you need to read it. It's a best one. And the reason that we want to write an article talking about this is that we think aggregator will be the next huge thing. And also right now, I think most of the awareness and people's understanding about DeFi is all about money protocols. So we want to share our opinion about this. And also we see there are a lot of money protocol coming out every day, like any kinds of money protocol. And currently, and also current protocols, they have more and more features like Aave. Aave, they build their protocol starting from the Lightning protocol. You can supply access to it and then or borrow access from Aave. But right now on Aave v2, there are more and more features. So they are like not just a money protocol. We feel like they are like pivoting, not pivoting, but somehow changing to something like an aggregator. So and also 1inch, they start their product like a aggregator. They help user to find the base rate across all the decentralized exchange. So they aggregate the decentralized exchange. But right now they have a Uniswap, and also they have a lot of new features coming out. So I feel like they are like moving to the money protocols. So it's very interesting to see money protocol like moving to aggregator and aggregator moving to money protocols. Yeah, so we want to invite these two different partners to share their thoughts about how do you position your product versus an aggregator. And we like starting from the Mark.
Yeah, I think the whole point of DeFi is to give back ownership of their money to the users. And that's a pretty important statement, because we are so used in traditional finance that we just give our money to a third party and they do whatever they want with it. And the whole point of DeFi is that you own your money, and if someone uses your money, you should get your fair share. And that's the whole point of DeFi. And a lending platform or a liquidity market like Aave, you provide some liquidity, and if someone uses it to borrow, well, you get some interest directly without commission, and you get the money directly inside your wallet. And if someone uses that liquidity into a flash loan, you get your fair share, because every flash loan has a flash fee, and you will get your fair share as well. And basically, another very important point of DeFi, and that's part of our vision, and it's a very common vision, is the ecosystem, is to say we have decentralized platform, we have decentralized and permissionless code. We should not have centralized mindset, and we should not think in silos, saying there's the Aave users, there's the Combo user, the Uniswap user, the 1inch user, because at the end of the day, we have users that want true ownership of their assets and want to exploit their assets to the maximum possible benefits. And the whole point of the strategy of Aave with the version 2 and everything we did so far this year was to build bridges and create synergy with other protocols. That's why, for example, in version 2, with the new flash loan upgrade, you can do collateral swaps, you can do yield swaps. But in the background, what happened is that this liquidity, those swap, doesn't happen directly on Aave, because we are not an exchange, we are not a AMM. They are happening right now on Uniswap directly, and very soon, obviously, in order to be more efficient, they will use DEX aggregators such as 1inch, for example, or whoever is the most efficient in the market. And all of that is at the benefit of the end user, because in DeFi, cooperation and synergy between protocols produce more value than just working in silos. And that's what we focus on.
Cool, thanks. And hey, we saw the 1inch, the Sergey. Did I pronounce it right?
Hi everyone. Sorry for being late. I was quite busy. And thanks for being here. So I'm very happy to be here and yeah, answer questions. And thanks to Aave, yeah, that you mentioned us here, Mark. I don't agree that you are not exchange. Your exchange. You opened doors when the liquidation positions are ready to be being liquidated. So we integrated Aave. This is about composability. What he said. Everyone is using everyone, and so we used Aave here in version 1 and version 2 is right now in the development for swaps. A liquidation position is just a swap position, like limit order, you know. You can just swap when the position is ready to be being liquidated.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I think it's really interesting to see that all these fixed category we used to have in DeFi are becoming more and more blur. And you don't know what is a liquidity protocol, what is a DEX aggregator, what is AMM, and everybody works together and in synergy in order to provide the best services. Because really for me, you can use Aave solely and uniquely without never going to our website, only with using 1inch. Like if you go to 1inch and you have some ETH, you can swap that directly to ADAI, for example, let's start collecting interest, and then you can swap your ADAI directly in 1inch for ETH back, and everything happened directly into 1inch. You never used the Aave website and the app, and you are a 1inch user, obviously, but also an Aave user. And you can do all of that with aggregation and have this kind of pass directly with Furucombo as well. And I really love this thing where everything is distributed, and it helps the fact that we want to be a decentralized ecosystem.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that the composability is becoming a key features and making the DeFi even more a better place for aggregators. And it's really interesting to see they evolve.
Yeah, I remember last time when Uniswap somehow, I don't know why they are done, and then the website doesn't work very well. So they just post on Twitter says that oh, okay, right now you can access to Uniswap using the IPFS, or there are several ways to access to Uniswap, not just their own official website, of course, including the Furucombo, and of course, if you want to access to like 1inch, Aave, you have a lot of different source you can access to them. So I agree with Mark. It's really getting blurred. Like money protocol is not just money protocol or aggregator. It's not just aggregator. Like everyone is in the DeFi, and then sharing the same liquidity, but trying to provide the best experience to the users. Yeah. Cool. So I think the aggregator and money protocols discussion will be very exciting, and then we can still talk a lot about this. We should definitely open a new session, having this kind of chat with more protocols, including like Aave and 1inch. But right now, let's move on to our fourth topic, which is we want our partners like Aave and 1inch, you guys to share what you guys shipped like recently. What about we start from 1inch?
Okay. Thanks. So what we shipped in the last, I would say, 2-3 months. So we released our V2 version 2 of 1inch. So we actually the first version was built on the knees in the garage. I would say, like, yeah. Actually, we built it on a hackathon last year in New York. Over two sleepless nights. We were able to deliver a first MVP, and we improved that a little bit. Also the design. So I built this design. Like. I'm not. Yeah, I have my experience, my professional experience also parts of designs and so on, but I'm not very professional in that. So I just introduced the dark theme, and after that Uniswap also introduced the dark theme, and others starts to do that. And I just did it just because I needed it, because like white screen is like terrible if you look the whole day, because I'm sitting the whole day on my Mac and working. So yeah, it was the first version was like a hackathon version, and then the second version was more professional. So we grew from 2.5 men to 30 people. We are right now 30 people, and still adding more and more professionals. And yeah, we have 2 designers right now, actually 3, who are working to improve the user experience, because it's very important to onboard new people. You need to improve the user experience. Yeah, it should be user friendly and fully understandable. Yeah, and so we were able to deliver the nice UI, modular design, kind of that you can just enable and disable components. Yeah, you can just have the user interface like Uniswap has, or you can just also enable the chart. You can enable the table to compare to, and also the root. Yeah, so we introduced this special root view. It was only able for us to deliver it after we released the new version of the Pathfinder. Pathfinder is kind of an algorithm which can discover all the different markets depths and find different paths by using different paths. Kind of. Together with this Pathfinder, we solved one more problem by kind of reducing the failed transactions. So we have really small amount of failed transactions and empty transactions. We introduced partial fill. This is something new on the market. No one except us implemented that yet from the aggregators. So for example, we have 3 different routes, yeah, in one swap. And if one of these or maybe 2 of these routes would fail, we just ignore them, revert the transaction back, the part of the transaction, and in the part which was successful, we just execute. Yeah, and so that means you can maybe swap 30% of your tokens with the maximum price impact which you set in the front end, and you will be still happy. You know, like, so partial fill is great. Actually, you can just swap with 0% price slippage to ensure that you will not lose at front running attacks. Yeah, and front running thing. Yeah, we released like 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks. Front running protection. We are working with miners to ensure that the transaction is shared only with the miner, and miner keep it private. Not all of the miners support this feature, but like 3 of them, and we are working closely with the miners to ensure that you get a private transaction. We call it private transaction. It's not really like private, but private kind of in the main pool. It's not shared in the main pool. And it allows people, big traders, to swap with like also with 1%, 3% price slippage, and don't really care about front running. Of course, there are some difficulties. If the miner mines an uncle block, it would be shared. Yeah, but we write about that, so everyone should understand that. So we are working right now on a new kind of governance. So I'm happy to announce that we are going to release soon, very soon, this new kind of governance. We call it instant governance. We will disclose more really very soon. So we are very busy. All 30 people work like kind of like 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, and yeah, to be able to deliver that. Yeah, and more news coming for sure.
I heard that you mentioned the governance. So does that mean 1inch token is coming now?
So how I already said, we are working very hard to deliver it. It's really a huge work, and this is our first iteration. More iteration would follow. Yeah, and actually we released the instant governance together with our next version of liquidity protocol. So our Uniswap, we improved that. So we introduced new kind of fees, which are right now not implemented anywhere in any other automated market maker. And this would allow to earn more in liquidity protocol compared to all other protocols. Also, on the high volatility on the market valuation, like when the market jumps and dumps, our pools earn much more than others. More and more protocols are coming. We plan limit orders protocol with take profit and stop losses, and some other protocols, but we can't announce it right now.
Cool. I saw the 1inch version too. I love it, especially when user want to swap their token, they can really focus on the current market price. Like there's a like something like a trading view, and then you guys really simplify how user can input the amount and then get estimate amount out. And also the pathfinder, the bottom left side area, there is a show you how you guys find the best rate. It looks really cool. And of course the privacy transaction, which is my favorite function, because I thought this is brilliant. By cooperating with those node that doesn't broadcast the transactions, I think this is a brilliant move. Can I ask, did you guys use the Taiji network, or is the network besides Taiji?
Taiji is a part of that, but there are 2 more miners on board with additional.
Cool.
Curious, how many users have tried the private transaction?
Actually, not a lot, because most of the users are using MetaMask, and MetaMask doesn't support signing transactions. So how that works, we have to sign the transaction, and we have to send it over a gateway, which is connected with all these miners. And actually, if you don't send a private transaction, we do broadcast as well. So we deliver in the mempools of the miners your transaction. So that means our transaction is directly sent to the miners. So, and this is also kind of hidden feature here.
Yeah, because lately I'm thinking because we support 1inch and many of our users use the 1inch cube on Furucombo. So I'm wondering maybe we can add a checkbox. Like if you checklist, you can use the private transactions on 1inch. So which means that we can also support that on Furucombo. So I think
sure we can offer that. So it's in planning. So we will extend our API. And you would be able to do that. So actually, private transaction costs. Yeah. So this Taiji or something, this network is for free, but other miners, get paid. Yeah, like an incentive. Yeah, and it costs, and we pay from our money. So from our investor money, actually. So and. But that's great, this is innovation, and it helps. If it helps, and our user and you users are happy, so we can afford and pay for that. It's not huge money, but still something. And we wish actually to work more with the miners, with all other miners who should actually implement this feature as well, so we can have kind of better usability, I would say, in the Ethereum network, because it's annoying to see that you was front run, by just a front run guy, and this is actually not cool. Yeah.
You mentioned that the sending the privacy transaction is more expensive compared to the normal transaction. Can we know how expensive? What's the difference? Like average.
So we pay just for each transaction on top in dollars. I can't share the amount, but it's like under NDA, and it's in dollars, and it's just for each transaction. it's like, you know, like similar to like SMS, for example. So my previous company was in telecommunications, like Aggregator, and I offered sending SMS. For each SMS, you pay something. It's similar. You pay for each call of this API.
Cool. Yeah, we should definitely cooperate on this and also other features to bring user more better experience. Cool. Let's move on to the Aave V2. Mark, I think Aave has also has a lot of very cool update. Share it with us, please.
Yeah, I will try to keep it short because there's been quite a bunch of things in Aave and we have a limited time here. So let's focus on the big one that happened over the past 10 days because like 10 days is like a lot of news already. So we released the Aave protocol v2 that allows significant gas optimization. So one of the biggest issue of DeFi right now is that if you are not rich enough, it doesn't matter. You cannot use it. And basically, if you have less than with like most protocol less than $2,000 or $2,500, the amount of transaction fee you will pay to deposit and then withdraw into the protocol will equal 1 year of interest. So it completely killed the purpose. And the whole point of DeFi is to have like giving back ownership of the money to the users, and no matter who they are, no matter how rich they are or where they came from, it's completely permissionless finance. And gas optimization helps a lot on that path. And also the architecture upgrades, general architecture upgrade will allow us to kickstart the work to reach what we call the new frontiers. So outside of the Ethereum settlement layer, Ethereum layer 1, in order to go into scalability solutions in the very short-term future that will allow even more accessibility, no matter what's the portfolio size, to Aave and to decentralized finance services. So that's one of the big topic. We also have like brand new flash loans. So flash loan was made famous in 2020 for the good and the bad. A lot of good and a bit of bad with all the hacks that happened. And basically, the new flash loan are what we call batch flash loan. So right now you can borrow a bunch of assets inside the same transaction. Previously, it was only one asset per transaction. So yeah, with 50 lines of code, you have 50 lines of code away to access $1.8 billion of liquidity and do whatever you want with it inside one transaction. So that's unprecedented in the history of finance, I think, to have this power in the hands of as so many people. And also the flash loan can interact directly with the Aave protocol. That was not possible on V1, and that allows new functionality like collateral swap. Let's say you have ETH as collateral and you borrow, and you see that you think it is the future and it will grow over time, but in the very short term you are afraid because of the bad news or whatever that the ETH price might go down for the short term. What you can do with collateral swaps is that you keep your position completely open. You don't have to repay your loans. You do one flash loan, it's one transaction, and your ETH collateral will become, for example, USDC collateral, which is a stable coin. So your loan is protected, you have no risk of liquidation. And when the situation resolves back to the better trend for ETH, you can collateral swap back into ETH again, and then nothing happened for your portfolio, and you have been protected during that period of time. You can also use that as yield swaps. So let's say you have DAI inside the protocol, and right now it provides you 3%. You are happy with it, but for any reason there's a shortage of liquidity in USDT, for example. You can do a yield swap, so one transaction to exchange all your collateral in DAI into USDT in order to profit from the higher yield of USDT for the short period, and then back. And obviously, this is the kind of thing you can do with Furucombo right now. And I can't wait that you can implement the V2 so people and users of Furucombo can use collateral swap and yield swap directly on Furucombo. And a bunch of other news. We got a bunch of exchange listings, so Kraken, Coinbase, a few other ones as well. And also very important, the governance V2 is live because the vote happened and it was implemented. So right now, anybody that has enough Aave is able to say, hey, I want my token added into the Aave markets. And basically the UI is not implemented yet because the vote happened like 2 days ago. But as I said a bit earlier, it will be live depending of your time zone, either today or tomorrow. I think our Asian friend will have to wait tomorrow morning for them, but the friends from West Coast will probably see it today. And yeah, I think there's going to be more tokens and more assets and more markets into Aave in the very short term. And when I say in the very short term, I'm talking about the next few days.
Yeah, Aave V2 is like a huge update. Like everyone definitely try it out on Aave's website. And of course, like Furucombo team is working hard right now to update our smart contracts to support the Aave V2, including the batch flash loan and a lot of features. Like we even have a lightning talk talking about the new release of Aave V2. The two things that I like the most is the guest optimization, because like people know that when we are like interacting with the lending protocols, the gas fee will be a little bit higher compared to other like the decentralized exchange. And I'm super glad to see Aave is the first one that to optimize the gas costs. So that will help to bring so much better experience to every user. They can use a lower cost to enjoy more assets and then the higher APY. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. And also, of course, the flash. Okay, you go.
Yeah, I think it's like a common responsibility as DeFi actors to do our best to have as lowest transaction fees for the end user, because at the end of the day, as I said, is accessibility. We don't want a financial system only for the rich. We want people that only have $50 or even $20 in some part of the world to be able to enjoy and access DeFi services. And everybody is doing their part inside the DeFi ecosystem. And for example, I have to shout out for 1inch because they were one of the first team to really access the problem with the creation of the Chi token that allow you to seamlessly, if you have some Chi tokens, to have some cashback into your transaction fee. And it was like super efficient. It was a great improvement from the gas tokens that were existing before. And yeah, shout out to 1inch team on that.
Yeah. Also,
Yes.
we shout out to 1inch. Thanks for the Chi token function.
Yeah. Thanks for mentioning that. Actually, we just improved what two other guys built in the research. We met one of those guys in Osaka last year from gas token IO, GST2, and yeah, we asked him if it's okay for that guys that we will create new version, because they stopped the development of this project, and we found a way to improve a little bit, so we were able to make it more efficient. So this address, contract address with a lot of zeros, I paid like $800 and and I ran virtual machines in the cloud to mine this address. It took like half of a week, maybe a week, I'm not completely sure. So to just get this a lot of zeros to reduce the overhead in the gas token implementation. And yeah, we also try to keep the gas costs in eye. So we improved also with the V2 the gas costs very well, and we are going to release soon also in 2.1 version of 1inch with yeah, a less overhead for the aggregation.
Cool, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think we have a couple of like minutes left, so let's hop on to the last session. Will be ask me anything, like ask everyone, ask the members anything. So we have a question from Richard, which is haven't replied. So he's asking, hey Sergey, which wallet do you recommend it to use for privacy? Sergey, can you give us some like suggestions?
Yeah, I personally use Ledger Nano X. Trezor's option. I have some here from Trezor as well. Yeah. Yeah, but it's a little bit slow, you know, like if you sign a transaction on 1inch, so to be able to sign private transaction, you have to use Ledger, yeah, not MetaMask. And it's like, yeah, it takes a little bit time to just send all the call data, which is analyzed here on the device. So from my point of view, there's right now no wallet on the market which fulfill the needs of the DeFi users, from my point of view. And just a hint for you guys. So yeah.
What about like something like a mobile wallets? Because like Ledger is a cold wallet. Is there any like example for mobile wallets?
Sure. There's Trust Wallet. There's Argent. So I have all the wallets installed. So there's also Pillar Wallet, Alpha Wallet, and there's another one. I forgot the name. There are several wallets. Yeah. So the people should take care about the security itself of the wallets when they install. So how now Argent is quite well, but I didn't see any audits. I'm not sure if they really publish the wallet audits itself. So we know, like, we do blockchain stuff, nah? And we do audits of the smart contracts. But I didn't see from anyone that they published security audits of the wallet itself, of the software itself. So I come from like enterprise development. I was working consulting, several startups. So, and like also in the last, my previous job, Porsche AG, the car manufacturer. So I was responsible for security audits. So I organized security audits. I did helping teams to improve the security. And it's very important to do security audits also for like the front end, for like wallets and so on and so on. And I wish also that we will see next year more. And we also working with several companies to also audit what we build. And we plan also to publish soon audits in this direction.
Thanks for the answer. And this next question we have still from Richard, says, I have always seen Furucombo as IFTTT. I would like to be able to see cubes made from other users, like a leaderboard. Thanks. Yeah. So this is a plan, and this is also a feature that we keep building. We might have some news about this in 2021 Q1 that can give our user, or the developer in the community, to build their own stuff and then connect it to Furucombo. Yeah, we are going to try pilot cases, several pilot cases in Q1, and then we have already started to talking to different protocols and projects. Yeah, so definitely, if you have any ideas, what you want to build, what you want to integrate with Furucombo, feel free to reach out to us. You can reach out to us on Twitter or in a Discord. Yeah. Is there any question that people want to ask?
I don't know, Mark, if that question that I asked you about the cold period is valid now. And I also have another question.
Okay, let's answer that. So basically, having a lockup period is something you need to have for a safety module, because the whole point of the safety module is to protect the protocol, like to be the guardians as Aave holders of the protocol in case of what we call a shortfall event, which can be from a range to failed liquidation to critical failure of the protocol. And basically, if people are not locked up, well, if I see an issue happening, I just unstake and flee away. And the whole point of the safety module is that you get a yield. So basically, the protocol incentive in exchange of a responsibility. It's not free money. There's no such thing as free money. It's like a real responsibility. And the way to enforce that responsibility is to have the lockup period and the cooldown period to withdraw. 10 days was the initial setup. And I also agree it's a bit long. It's quite long, and I think in DeFi we should not be locked up for a longer period of time. And it will be up to the governance. Know that we have governance v2, that anybody can go to governance.aave.com and say, okay, 10 days is too long. I prefer 7 days, or I prefer 3 days, or I prefer 12 hours, and then have a discussion, open discussion with the other Aave token holders about that, and then have a vote, and whatever is voted is enforced. That's the whole point of DeFi. We are decentralized. You don't have to ask the team. You just have to organize and propose solutions and have a vote for it.
Definitely. No, excellent. Yeah, no, thanks for that answer. Let me see. I had another question in regards to, I actually disagree with that comment about free money. Thanks to Uni, we did get free money. Whoever used the service, you know, like they got free Uni coins. So that's there for debate. But in regards to flash loan, like I saw version 2, it looks great, but there's not a flash loan option, you know, for like a new user. You know, when you look at all your options, like you don't see flash loan. So it's like, you know, I want to participate. Me speaking, you know, generally also, and it's like, where's that option? You know, like, how do I do it? You know, it becomes to a point where it gets too technical of how to execute, you know, such a trade. So just kind of like a suggestion, you know, it'd be great to kind of, again, for new users, for anybody who's joining, just to kind of see it there, you know, and understand a step-by-step of how to do it. But yeah, no, again, even with 1inch and you guys, Furucombo, you know, everything that you're doing, I think it's great for the end users. I just think, you know, in regards to presentation, you know, not to present it in a way of like, here are all these coins, here are these APY, and it's just like, wait a second, like, what is this? You know, like, so then we got to go to DeFi that to find out I got to go to this service, you know, it becomes to a point, you know, where it's like, wait a second, this is just overwhelming. This is too much. So, you know, I look forward to the day, you know, to be able to kind of like accessibility and user wise, just, it'll be just like opening a, you know, a Twitter account or opening any type of social account where it's kind of, you know, more seamless process. But yeah, no, I commend you guys, you know, on everything that you're doing in the work. And I could think of a lot of questions, but like I said, you know, I don't want to, I don't want it to be about me, but I appreciate this. This has been very, very cool.
Yeah, I think the flash loan thing, we should invite Fiona to our call next time. She's like an expert of any kinds of flash loan, flash meme, flash loan, flash loan, and then she write a lot of posts about any kinds of flash loan. So she's like a flash loan expert besides the Aave team. Yeah. And
what I
can I hire her? Can I
about
just
that,
like send my coins and her charge me a fee and her do the flash loan for me?
What?
The what?
I'll say it again. Like, can I hire her? That's the thing. Like, I think it would be pretty cool to have somebody who specializes like in a certain field, and someone just hire them. Say, look, here's my DAI, here's my Aave. Let's split yield, because at the end of the day, it becomes a game. You know, it becomes a game of getting yields. Like, you're not collecting coins in Mario Brothers, but you're collecting yield. So if someone is an expert on that, yeah,
that's something really important you are saying here, Richard. And like, before Furucombo, basically, only people with development skill were accessible, were in the possibility to access those yield opportunities, swaps opportunities, or they had to do like 7 or 8 different transactions to do all this kind of stuff. Thanks to Furucombo, you don't need to have code. You just
I
build
love it.
blocks and do your stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember that on Twitter, like last year or at the beginning of DeFi, I was like doing these long threads saying, okay, you have money on Compound, so you can deposit money on it, on MakerDAO, then do that to borrow DAI, then do that to provide liquidity on Compound, then swap the yield on something else to do it. And it was like 8 or 9 thread long, long thread. No, on Furucombo, you empile your blocks, you hit connect wallet, you hit send, and one transaction, it's done. And it's a huge improvement already, I think.
Totally. The way I see it, though, is like series shortcut. So you got series shortcut, right? You can program it to do this, then that, all these steps. But my whole thing is, you probably took an hour, well, let's say half an hour tops to create this cubes. So I say, you know what? Let me save Mark that half an hour. Let me save this person. Here's the cube. That's it. You know, like here are all those steps, here, everything that I put together, and here it is. But make it to the point where if I have somebody in the Philippines, in Africa, or anywhere, and it's like, look, you don't have $20. I just gave you $20. Here's how you can earn 40% APY on that. You know, and it's just like, and to them, it's just like, wait, do I just click here? And it's like, yeah, just click there. So
Yeah, speaking
just
of, getting an idea of how what you can trade, we are going to read something still cool in Q1 that you don't need to explore by yourself. And yeah, so we have more and more features that are coming out this month, next year. So yeah, definitely stay tuned on Furucombo's Twitter, and also of course follow Aave and 1inch and pull together social media to know more about what's going on DeFi, because everyone is trying hard to build a lot of cool features and user-friendly features. Yeah, and so I think this is the end of our community call. We will hold our next community call in January, maybe like middle of January, and we will still like keep inviting different protocols to join our community call and share their progress with everyone, because DeFi is about composability, it's about community, and also like everyone cooperate together. So our community call is everyone's community call. Yeah. So thanks everyone for joining our Furucombo DeFi community call. And yep, have a good night, good morning, good afternoon. Bye, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
everyone.
See you
Keep
soon,
moving.
guys.